hello boys and girls. I thought today we could do another musical story. It begins with those famous words, once upon a time. There were 3 bears. They lived peacefully in the countryside. Can you call out for Baby Bear?
Hello, I'm Baby Bear. I live happily and peacefully in the countryside. Nobody ever comes to bother us.
Shall we meet Mummy Bear? Can you call out for Mummy Bear?
Hello, I'm Mummy Bear. I live here in the middle of the woods in the countryside with Baby Bear and...
Who else? Can you call out for Daddy Bear?
Oh, I think I've seen you before. I'm Daddy Bear. I live here in the middle of the woods with Mummy Bear and Baby Bear. It's ever so peaceful. Nobody ever comes to bother us.
It was a Sunday morning and Mummy Bear decided she would make some delicious porridge. Did you know that bears like porridge? Well, at least that's what it says in the stories. So she went to make some delicious porridge. I've got some that I made earlier. Shall I show you? Oh, I can't wait to eat it. Do you know what porridge is made out of? It's made out of oats. That reminds me of a song. Oh, here comes our farmer. Oh, hello again. I'm going to sing my song about oats, because you're thinking about porridge, aren't you? Oats and beans and barley grow. Oats and beans and barley grow. Do you or I or anyone know how oats and beans and barley grow? First the farmer sows his seeds. Can you scatter your seeds? Then he stands and takes his ease. He stamps his feet and claps his hands and turns around to view the land. Go on, turn around. That's good. Oats and beans and barley grow. Oats and beans and barley grow. Do you or I or anyone know how oats and beans and barley grow? Oh, here come those bears again. When Mummy Bear had finished making the delicious porridge, she put it into bowls and brought it out to the table. I'll show you the bowls. First of all, there was a little tiny bowl for Baby Bear. Next, there was a middle-sized bowl, or medium, for Mummy Bear. And last of all, there was a big, huge bowl for Daddy Bear. But suddenly, Mummy Bear realised the porridge might be too hot. She shouted, "Stop! The porridge is too hot. We don't want to burn our tongues." So the bears decided they should go out for a nice long walk in the woods. And when they came back, the porridge would be nice and cool. Little did the bears know that their peaceful day was about to be ruined by the greediest, nastiest, most horrible little girl you ever did meet. Do you know what her name was? That's right. Would you like to meet Goldilocks? Here she comes.
Oh, hello, I'm Goldilocks.
Oh, hello Goldilocks.
Do you like my dungarees?
Well, yes, they're very nice.
And my stripy jumper? I bet you haven't got a stripy jumper, have you?
Well, I haven't, no.
Do you have yellow boots?
Yellow boots? Oh look, she's got yellow boots and she doesn't wear any socks.
No, socks are for silly people.
Do you like Goldilocks? She's being rude already. Do you know, she didn't have many friends because she was always being nasty to them. Goldilocks, Goldilocks, wears dungarees and a stripy top, yellow boots and has no socks. Goldilocks. Goldilocks, Goldilocks is very nosy and never stops. She gets into trouble lots and lots. Goldilocks. Goldilocks, Goldilocks, wears dungarees and a stripy top, yellow boots and has no socks. Goldilocks. Now when Goldilocks went walking in the woods, she always used to take lots of snacks and things with her.
Oh yes, I do like my snacks.
Even though she didn't really need them. But the most worrying thing of all, boys and girls, was that when she'd finished eating them, she just threw the rubbish on the ground.
Oh, I like cakes too. Oh, I seem to have finished this one.
Boys and girls, you wouldn't ever do that, would you, boys and girls?
Would you like some chocolate? Well, I'm not sharing it.
She just threw the wrappers on the ground. Even her drinks bottle when she'd finished. Boys and girls, where do you put your rubbish? Yes, we put our rubbish in the bin.
Oh, well, I don't care. Someone else will have to pick it up.
After a while, walking through the woods,
Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum, diddly-diddly-dee, dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum, diddly-diddly-dee.
Goldilocks saw the bear's house.
Look, there's a house. I wonder who lives there.
Well, she wasn't going to knock on the door. She just barged in through the front door without knocking or ringing, without being invited. And there she found herself in the kitchen.
Oh, look, there are 3 bowls of white sticky stuff.
Do you know what it was? Yes, the porridge. Peas porridge hot, peas porridge cold, peas porridge in the pot, 9 days old. Some like it hot, some like it cold, some like it in the pot, 9 days old. Peas porridge hot, peas porridge cold, peas porridge in the pot, 9 days old. When Goldilocks arrived in the kitchen, she saw the bowls of porridge. First, the big one, and she decided to eat some.
Oh, stop. I don't like this porridge. It's too hot.
So Goldilocks decided to move along to the next bowl, Mummy Bear's porridge.
Oh, stop. I don't like this porridge either. It's too salty.
Ugh. So she moved along to the tiny little bowl that belonged to Baby Bear.
Oh, I quite like this porridge.
In fact, she liked it so much, boys and girls, she gobbled it all up. Next, Goldilocks decided she would walk through the bear's house to see what she could see. There she found herself in the living room, and there was a really big chair full of cushions, Daddy Bear's armchair. She sat down in the chair and said,
Oh, I don't like this chair. I don't like all the cushions.
So she threw them all over the room, and they smashed the ornaments and the windows. Next she walked over to Mummy Bear's rocking chair. She sat in it and it started to rock.
I don't like this chair either. It's too noisy and squeaky.
In the corner of the living room was a tiny little chair, Baby Bear's chair.
Oh, look, I like the look of this chair.
So she decided to sit down in it, just like that. but soon her nose started to tickle. I think she's going to sneeze. Achoo! Oh dear, the chair broke in lots and lots of pieces.
Oh, look, somebody will have to fix the chair. I'm not going to.
Goldilocks decided it was time to go up the stairs.
Oh!
There she found a huge bedroom with 3 beds in it. The first bed was a 4-poster bed, and Goldilocks decided she would jump up and down on it to see if it was the right bed for her. Look, Goldilocks has got a boing stick.
It sounds like this. Boing, 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 boingity, boing, boing, boing. Oh, I don't like this bed. It's too soft and squishy.
So she walked over to the next bed. It was a posh new bed, all painted white. So she bounced up and down on that one.
Boing, boing, boingity, boing, 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 boingity, boing, boing. Oh, stop! I don't like this bed either. It's too hard and not very boingy.
So, in the corner, she spotted a tiny little bed that belonged to Baby Bear. Look, Baby Bear's tiny little bed. So Goldilocks decided to bounce up and down on that.
Boing, boing, boingity, boing, 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 boing. Oh, I quite like this bed. Oh, yes. This bed's perfect.
And so Goldilocks decided she would tuck herself up in Baby Bear's bed, and before too long she was fast asleep. Rock-a-bye baby in the treetops. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all. Shh. The bears were about to arrive back home after their long walk. Daddy Bear noticed the front door was open. We didn't leave the front door open, did we? He walked into the kitchen with Mummy Bear and Baby Bear, and the first thing he saw was his bowl of porridge. And he said in a very cross voice, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Oh dear. Mummy Bear walked over to her bowl of porridge. She looked at it, but there was something wrong, and the spoon was all sticky. She said,
"Someone's been eating my porridge."
She would have to make some more. And Baby Bear walked over to his tiny little bowl of porridge, and when he looked at it, he started to cry and said,
"Someone's been eating my porridge, but look, they've gobbled it all up."
Daddy Bear decided it was time to walk through the house to see what they could see. There was his big armchair, but all the cushions had been thrown around the room. He said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." Mummy Bear walked over to her rocking chair, which was still rocking. And she said,
"Someone's been sitting in my chair."
Baby Bear's legs were really tired. He needed a sit down. He walked over to his little wooden chair, but noticed it was all broken and started to cry. He said,
"Someone's been sitting in my chair, but look, they've broken it."
It was time to walk up the stairs to see what they could see. When he got to his big four-poster bed, he noticed that it had all been bounced up and down on. He said,
Someone's been sleeping in my bed.
he wasn't very happy. Mummy Bear walked over to her bed. She noticed too that someone had been jumping on it, and she said,
Someone's been sleeping in my bed.
and last of all, Baby Bear walked over to his little bed, but he noticed someone was in it, and he said,
Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and look, they're still in it.
who was it? Goldilocks, Goldilocks, wears dungarees and a stripy top, yellow boots and has no socks. Goldilocks, Goldilocks, Goldilocks is very nosy and never stops. She gets into trouble, lots and lots. Goldilocks. She was still asleep. Rock-a-bye baby in the treetops. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all. Goldilocks soon woke up. She sat on the edge of the bed and she said,
Oh, I've had such a lovely sleep, but such a funny dream. I dreamt there were bears looking at me.
Indeed, there were 3 bears looking at her, and they weren't very happy. They growled at her very loudly. Well, Goldilocks wasn't too scared. She was just rude.
Is this your house?
Said Goldilocks.
Well, I don't like it. The porridge is either too hot or cold. The chairs are either too bouncy and boingy or squeaky and noisy. The beds are either too boingy and bouncy or too hard. But Baby Bear, I ate your porridge, I broke your chair, and I slept in your bed.
The bears growled at her one more time. And Goldilocks knew it was time to escape. She jumped up off the bed.
Help! I'm being chased by bears!
She ran through the bedroom, down the stairs, help! Through the living room, help! Through the kitchen, help! Out of the door, and help! She never came back, ever again. And so the bears could live peacefully and happily in their house in the middle of the woods once again. And that was the end of the story. Hope you liked it. I'll have to say goodbye for now. So, I'll see you next time. Bye.